Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's David Reid Alumni Gym, 4:30 p.m. Georgetown College Tigers are playing against Pike volleyball team. Right now, let's start from starters. We are after national anthem. My name is Kacper Dobrowolski, and here with me,
Finn Heinemann.
Once again, good afternoon, and let's start from our visitors. It's Pike volleyball. Number 1, Genesis Santiago Melendez. Number 2, Daniela Hernandez. Number 3, Marianne Negron Cordero. Number 4, Erin End. Number 6, Michaela Cook. Number 8, Gabby Myers. Number 9, Alondra Allende. Number 10, Kelly Tilly. Number 11, Cheyenne Martinez. Number 12, Oksana Vucetic. Number 13, Hannah Dempsey. Number 14, Emily Short. Number 15, Alex Van Dijk. Number 16, Leigh Johnson. Number 17, Marish Saleh. Number 18, Yada Sloan. Number 19, Jordan Roberts. Number 22, Kiara Warrens. Number 23, Marina Rosario. And number 25, Whitney Moore. And now let's move to Georgetown College Tigers. Number 1, defensive specialist Carly McNeil. Number 2, Rita Sirdera. Number 3, Hunter Keller. Number 5, Maria Kimbru. Number 6, Kate Ruggles. Number 7, Isabel Bennett. Number 8, Maria Tirizonu. Number 9, Alia Oli. Number 10, Mathilde Number 11, Ivana Charin. Number 12, Hailey Tillman. Number 13, Olivia Reckenwald. Number 14, Vianney Kazan. Number 15, Isabella Hughes. Number 16, Gareth Bruce. Number 17, Julia Costa Severo. Number 18, Reese Speed. Number 19, Nina Hodges. Number 20, Maria Alves. Number 21, McKenna Walker. And number 23, Olivia Mitchell. Once again, Georgetown College against Pike volleyball. Both teams aren't performing very well this season. We already talked about it game before when it was actually this Thursday when Georgetown College lost their game 0-3 against Shawnee State. Georgetown College so far with 4 wins only and 16 losses against Pikeville Bears with 4 wins also and 17 losses. Finn, what do you think about it?
Yeah, so this is going to be a very important game for both of the teams. Pike with a conference standing of 0-9, while Georgetown has a conference standing of 3-6. Yeah, this is really going to be an important game for both of the teams. Pikeville to prove, that what they actually can do, and Georgetown looking for the execution to also win games against teams like this where you have to win. And yeah, this is going to be an exciting game, I think.
Yeah, I completely agree with you, and I think that's the moment when we can speak about looking for this connection between you and your teammates. It's the moment that you need to start winning, right? I talked about it with Elsie Newton. We were commentating this game together, also commentating with you. But later, Elsie joined me, and we both came to the conclusion that Georgetown needs to start winning, and I think that's the moment when we can't afford any more losses, especially if you want to have a chance to have a good drawing in a midst of conference tournament, because right now Georgetown College is on the 8th position and Pikeville Bears is the last team, so it's a must for us to win this game. Pikeville with 6 losses in a row, Georgetown College with 1 loss in a row, and also we are going to start the game right now. Ivana Zarin on a serve, a Serbian setter. Georgetown College running 5-2, which means that there are going to be 2 setters and 2 opposites, and we start from an ace, 1-0 for Georgetown College. And that's a thing that we were talking about the last time. Georgetown College with pretty aggressive serves. Unfortunately, we had no chance to win with Shawnee State, and I'm talking about the own mistake difference between us and them. I was taking notes. We had 32 errors in a 3-set game, which is 10 errors per set. That's a lot comparing to only 9 own mistakes of Shawnee State. A huge difference in this own mistake count. Now 2-0 for Georgetown College. Great start by Ivana Zarin. And a good tip, and it's 1-2-2. Shawnee State once again with an incredible performance that season. And even a better performance this game. I mean, last game on Thursday. They were hitting 395 to only 109 by Georgetown College. And now great pass by Olivia Reckenwald, set to the outside, and McKenna Walker with a good spike towards the deep corner. I think that's impossible for defense to be picked up. 3-1 for Georgetown College. Well, yeah, only with a top spin, kind of hybrid serve.
Yeah, we've seen Aaliyah serving like this for this season so far. She's done a pretty good job with these dangerous jump serves. Yeah, we'll see how she's doing today.
And that's an own mistake by Georgetown College. It's going to be 3-3. Also, that's a really good serve by number 11 on Pikeville side. It's Cheyenne Martinez, a setter. Yeah, it's always good to have a lefty setter in your team. It's very dangerous, especially if she's going to be in the front row. And kind of lucky, but good spike by Danny Bruce on the outside. I think she jumped a little bit too early. That's still a good spike by her. And now Reese Pitt on the serve, our libero. She started the season as defensive specialist, but now she's playing on the libero position. And good float, and it's an ace. 5-3 for Georgetown College, and that's what we want to see this season.
Yeah, it's important because the last game, Georgetown really struggled with having a good start in each set, and now they're starting pretty early.
Yeah, I completely agree with you.
Bringing in good serves, good receiving. Yeah, it's 5-4 now, but still a way better start than we saw in the sets in Georgetown's last game against Shawnee State.
Yeah, you're completely right. Especially if we were starting last game, we were starting every single set from like 0-5, 1-4. And if you're playing against experienced team, it's hard for you to come back from it. And now another mistake. It's 5-5.
And another error here by Georgetown. This swing by Danny Bruce just a little bit too long.
And it's already third one this set, and it's only 6-5 for Pikeville. And a good defense set to the right side. Set a little bit too low. If it's out of system, it should be a high ball. Now good pickup.
And now the free ball here for Georgetown.
And now Daniela Hernandez with a spike. Good cover by her. Now reverse to the right side. Ivana Zarin with a good pickup. And now Gareth Bruce with a chance. Zarin reverse to the right side. Miscommunication. Another chance for Georgetown. That's a long action. And now Gareth Bruce with a powerful spike, and it's going to be point for Georgetown. 6-6.
Yeah, that was a really long rally. These are the points that are important also mentally to win.
Now Vianney Kazan, and that's what I was talking about, that our team runs 5-2 rotation. So whenever a setter comes to the front row, she's going to be subbed out by the opposite, and then opposite in the back row is subbed out by the setter. So there are always three options in the offense. A good pickup by Reese. And another spike by Gareth Bruce. It's going to be a lucky point for Pikeville. Our blockers took the ball with us. No, Emily Short.
And an error here by Pikeville after the overpass. That is Oksana Vucevic not able to handle this overpass here, which leads to a point for Georgetown.
Yeah, I think it doesn't matter which position you play. If you're a middle setter opposite, it doesn't matter. You need to score from this overpass. And if you're not sure that you're gonna get a kill, then just pass to your setter, so you can play it out. And now set to Olivia Mitchell, a little bit too close to the net, but still Good spike by our player. And 8-7 for Georgetown College. Tight game so far.
And it's a great block here by Hunter Keller and Olivia Mitchell on the outside.
Yeah, really good effort by our players. And that's, I think, what we were lacking in our last game too, that we had only 3 blocks in the game. And I think the set was a little bit too slow and too low. Oksana Vucetic, she didn't have a chance to score from that, especially if there was a double block. Everyone could tell that setter is going to set a gap. Olivia Reckonwall. Set to the right side. And under the tip, there are a lot of tips on this right side. And then again, miscommunication on our side. Free ball for Pikeville. It's going to be set to the outside. Good pickup by Vianney Kazan. And now chance for Pikeville again. Good pass on the free ball. Reverse to the right side. And set to wide, and also Leigh Johnson. I think she took a bad approach to this set. Like, she shouldn't go through the line. She should do like 1 or 2 steps to the outside of the line.
Yeah, but also a great solo block we saw here from number 23, Olivia Mitchell, forcing Pikeville to take their first timeout here in the first set.
Yeah, so far a good game by Georgetown College, definitely. The thing that I would pay attention for as a Pikeville coach is this right side, because it's not working so far. There were like 4 or 5 sets, none of them was successful. There was only one, I think, point, but also that was a mistake on our defense. But again, I think there is this miscommunication in tempo, ball placement, but also bad approaches by the opposite. Like, you know, if there is a high ball, you should move to the right side. If there is a perfect pass, you should stay on the line. But again, like, there are no perfect passes so far, so Leigh Johnson needs to adjust. And again, Olivia Reckenwald on the serve, number 13. Really close, but it wasn't out. Just a few inches after the outside the line.
And now Leigh Johnson back to serve for Pikeville.
Wow, great defense by a libero over there, number 6, Michaela Cook. I think also our roof in Davis Rate Alumni Gym is too low. So always when you pick it up and you're on the first touch, it's hard for you to launch the ball as hard as you can, because you're going to hit the roof. But still, great effort by Pikeville. 12-8 for Georgetown College, and now good serve by Carly McNeil. And it's a point for Pikeville. Yeah, so now we can see that Pikeville is playing the kind of similar thing as Georgetown College. It's 5-2, with the difference that there is no opposite on the court. So there are 2 setters. Whenever the setter playing in the front row, she kind of like switches to the opposite. A good middle spike by Hunter Keller, but again, so number 11, Chien Martinez, she was playing a setter back row, but now she's in the front row. She's going to play the opposite, so they have this lefty attacker on the right side. And number 16, Leigh Johnson, playing opposite in the front row. Now she's going to play a setter because she's after her serve.
And this set just a little bit too tight. and Georgetown leading 14-9 now. Ivana Zareen to serve for Georgetown.
Going to be a free ball for Pikeville. Reverse to the right side, and again another mistake on this right side, on the Pikeville side.
And now Leah Oli and Danny Bruce coming into the game for Georgetown.
Again, Leah Oli with the hybrid serve. Out of system is going to be a good block. Great idea.
And a good place tip here leads to the point for Pikeville. And now Cheyenne Martinez back to serve.
Yeah, now she's going to play a setter again. Top spin. Easy serve receive by Reese Speed, and even better defense over here on Pikeville side. Again, Reese Speed with a defense. Ball on the right side, but it's going to be a mistake. And 12-15, Georgetown still on the lead. Good serve is going to be perfect pass, another middle combination. And it's going to be a point for Georgetown College, and again, wonderful hustle by Pikeville players.
And now libero Bree Speed with the short serve. But the referee didn't blow his whistle yet, so it's going to be a replay on the serve.
Well, that was a good serve. I think a good direction from our coach. And another error on our side, 16-13. We're still on the lead.
And it's quite interesting to see how many tips there are early in this game.
On both sides.
And the next tip here from Danny Bruce on the right side. Point Georgetown. And now Vianney Kazan and Nina Hodges back in the game for Georgetown.
Chance for Georgetown. I don't know why our blockers were jumping to that one. It was impossible that Daniela Hernandez could spike. I don't know, I think it wasn't really necessary. We could just move back and wait for this easy pickup for this down ball.
Yeah.
That was a really good serve.
This is going to be an ace for Pikeville.
Yeah, that was definitely an out, and I think Leah Oli, she thought it was going to be in, but in the last moment she tried to move to the right side, but she got hit by the ball. It's 15-17. Good serve. Yeah. Out of system. And it's a good spike by Gareth Bruce.
And now Olivia Rechtenwald and Olivia Mitchell back in the game. Rechtenwald to serve.
The primary outside hitter, but currently playing as a defensive specialist. Really good serve. It's going to be an ace. Another one for Georgetown College. It's an ace number 5. And now an error. Lee Johnson. Easy serve straight to the middle of the court. And Hunter Keller with a tip. Overpass. It's going to be a point for Georgetown. 20-16.
And that was a great reaction by Nina Hodges.
Yeah, that's how you
putting
should.
This overpass away.
Yeah, that's how you should finish this overpass. With strong kill. Another ace.
Yeah, Pikeville really struggling with the serve receive right here. And defensive specialist Carly McNeil about to put the next serve in, but Pikeville's coach Obed Quillis is going to take the second timeout of this first set. And Casper, what do you think? What needs to change for Pikeville now to be able to come back here late in the first set?
I feel like nothing is working right now as it should. Like definitely right side is off. Serve receive isn't good either. We aced them 6 times already. But I don't know. I would try to force the middle or force the outside, and definitely forget about right side for now. Also, like half of their points are Georgetown's mistakes because our team got all of us used to many own errors. So yeah, it's definitely hard to figure something out if I was a coach, but I don't know, they seem to have an energy though. Like it's just, you know, this lack of maybe, I don't know, consistency.
Yeah, that's true. And now Carly McNeil back to serve for Georgetown.
Another bad receive. It's going to be overpass for Georgetown. Solo Ruth.
Good block here.
Yeah, and another error on our side. Very unnecessary. Olivia Reckenwald could just give a free ball on the other side. She wanted to take a risk, and luckily it's a point for Pikeville, but also that was a great reaction by Oksana Vucetic and this great solo block on Nina Hodges. She closed every direction. Easy receive by Reese Speed, and now Olivia Mitchell with a good spike, forcing the ball through number 11, Shane Martinez.
And McKenna Walker and Ivana Zarin coming back in the game for Georgetown now. And this ball is going to go off the block of Georgetown. And it's going to be a point for Pikeville. 18-22 the score now.
Now Libero on the serve. Really good float, and now reverse to the outside. And again, I think there is a big issue on this right side the whole game so far. There's lack of offense, but also lack of defense. We can see that blockers are flying, or maybe drifting would be a better word.
Yes.
They like usually if you're on the right side, also on the right side, you should do a step to the right and stop and then jump. But instead of that, both players, number 16 and 11, are jumping to the right side. They aren't doing this additional step they should do. And now miscommunication point for Georgetown. Gareth Bruce with a kill.
And it's going to be set point for Georgetown, 24-18. And Aaliyah Lee back to the service line, about to put one of her top spin serves in. And it's going to be an ace by Aaliyah Lee. closing this first set 25-18. And interesting to see how Georgetown is able to close this first set with another ace.
Yeah, that was a good start for our team, definitely. Also, a lot of problems on Pikeville's side that help us win this set too. But once again, I think we are way more efficient in the offense. We are hitting 231 so far, only 6 on mistakes, which is a good score comparing to the last game when we were hitting like 11 errors per set. But once again, I think there is a huge issue on the right side, at least this game, in the blocking and also in the offense. And if Pikeville is going to fix it, then I think there's going to be a pretty close game. So we can expect 4 or even 5 sets. And also Georgetown College lost to Pikeville Bears last year. So yeah, everything is possible, and also volleyball is a game of momentum. So whenever you feel better, whenever you have your day, you're going to win a game. Yeah, 1 minute and 50 seconds till the end, and we are going to be right back. We are going to be back in 1 minute. See you soon. And we are back in the second set. Georgetown College 1, Pikeville 0, and they start with an ace. Both sets start with an ace so far. Johnson on the serve again. Reverse to the outside, and Olivia Reckenwald playing in the offense now. We don't usually see her in the offense this season, rather in the defense, but now great spike. Good serve by Reese Speed. Great reaction with a triple block. And now set to Hunter Keller, and it's a point for Georgetown College. And again, I'm going to be saying that all the time, that this rotation with Reese Speed on a service line is the best one for us. We're always scoring many points in that rotation.
And the free ball after a good serve here.
And a good block by a Serbian middle. And the roll shot, and it's going to be 3-1 for Georgetown. And again, Olivia Reckenwald with a good spike. To the right side, another great reaction. Reverse to the right side again, and it's going to be 4-1 for Georgetown College. And it's an out 5-1 for Georgetown. His serve. And I think there's going to be a short break. I think it's about a necklace. Of course, wearing jewelry isn't allowed during a game to prevent unexpected injuries. And it's an ace, another one this set. Genesis Santiago Melendez.
And a point for Georgetown here after the service arrow. And now Vianney Kazan, as well as Nina Hodges, coming back into the game.
Powerful float, and again set to the right side, and another time picked up by our defense. Again, its right side is not working on Pikeville's side. And
a great swing on the outside by Olivia Reckdemont. This is her third kill already in the second set after she moved up to the front row outside. Doing a really good job so far. And powerful serve by Vianney Kazan. And this is going to be the next ace for Georgetown. And now time out taken by Pikeville's head coach. And we're going to be back after a short break. And we're back after this timeout. Vianica Zahn with the next serve. A little bit too far to the left. And now for Pikeville, number 6, Michaela Cook to serve. This serve in the net. And now Rectenwald back to serve for Georgetown.
And another time right side is blocked. And of course, I don't have any impact on the game. Another time to the right side, another time blocked. I don't understand, like if I was a coach, I would tell my players to stop setting the right side right now. Both setters are setting balls to each other all the time because like I think like 60 or 70% of the sets are to the right side. I know it's closer, it's easier for them, but still, like if you're a setter, you should be able to reverse the ball to the outside or set a middle from everywhere.
And you should also be able to recognize when something is not really working.
Yeah, like, you know, like it's 11-4 for Georgetown, but this right side has been blocked already like 3 times. They spiked out twice. They have been defended like also like 3 or 4 times. It's not looking good. Yeah, and right now I'm looking at statistics of both players playing on the right side for Pikeville. They have combined 3 kills, 5 errors out of 18 items. Now that's a point, finally, but it was rather forced. So it's a 4th kill on the right side right now. And Cheyenne Martinez on a serve. Top spin, and it's an out point for Georgetown, 13-5.
And now Conley McNeil to serve for Georgetown. Good serve. And this is going to be a kill by Nina Hodges. After the ball touching the tape and coming back down right next to the line inside the court.
Another ace for Georgetown College. Perfect serve by our player, number 1, Carly McNeil. Another ace.
And this ball also not coming back over the net. Pikeville really having a hard time with serve receive at this point of the game. The next short serve.
Another time picked up.
And the ball touched the antenna. That's why it's going to be a point for Pikeville.
Yeah, ball was passed very aggressively towards the net. And I think also Vianney Kazan crossed the middle line. So it should be point for Pikeville anyways. But again, the right side was picked up by our defense. Set to Julia Costa Severo, and now defense by Pikeville. Good block by our team, set to the right side, and again picked up by Vianney Kazan this time. To the outside.
Another good block touch here.
Okay, great passive block. Reverse to Nina Hodges, and it's a point for Georgetown. 17-6.
Yeah, this is a pretty comfortable lead for Georgetown here in the second set.
Yeah, I think there is no way that Georgetown is going to lose that set. Going to be 2-0 for Georgetown, and that's what we need this season. We need these wins. Once again, there are no more excuses for.
And now Haley Tillman to serve. Vianney Kazan in the front row.
That was a sneaky play by number 2. Daniela Hernandez. Spike through the shoulder. I think our player thought it was going to be hard. Cross spike. That a little bit too low. I think there was a net touch, but the referee didn't see that. Good pickup by Reese Speed. Maybe it should be a little bit closer to the net. And it's a head shot, and it's going to be point for Georgetown.
Yeah, Georgetown running some really interesting plays here, but apparently it's working. And now the next topspin by Aaliyah Oli.
The first zone. And also wonderful one set.
And Pikeville finally able to force their middle.
Yeah, I mean they have a 6-2 player from Serbia, middle from Serbia. Usually, I mean Serbia, they won today World Championship, Women's Volleyball World Championship. So it's a country that raises a lot of great volleyball players. So like as long as you're passing, well, I think balls should be set to her. I'm talking about Oksana Vucetic. Junior middle hitter from Novi Sad, Serbia.
And a timeout taken here by Georgetown head coach Felicia Pace. It's still 18-9 lead for Georgetown, which is pretty comfortable, but they're gonna need to close the set. And we're gonna be right back after this short break. And we're back here after the timeout in the second set.
A really bad pass of a free ball. Yeah, a lot of inconsistency in this action on both sides. Great spike to the line. I think there was a mistake by Haley Tillman, because definitely our block was blocking 2, which means we were blocking cross, and which means that Haley Tillman should stick to the line. She left this line, and we could see that that was a good spike. Should be picked up, definitely. Now an ace, 11-18. And a good pipe pass by Reese Speed, set to Olivia Recken, well blocked. Now Vianney Kazan tried to spike, but it didn't work. And a good spike by Cheyenne Martinez, and that's what I was talking about, that Pikeville needs to unlock this right side, which happened right now. This with 6 kills right now.
Good pass here from Oli.
Set a little bit too low. And there is speed with a sneaky play. And a great defense by her, but a little bit unlucky. Yeah, Vianney Kazan just landed from the block. She had no time to run for that ball. 20 to 19, and it was 17-6 for Georgetown, and it's only 6-point advantage. It's going to be a free ball. And a very unnecessary mistake by Reese Speed right now. So to Hunter Keller, and great pickup. Well, A. Johnson. Maybe not a pickup, but great placement because she was hit by that ball, but still ball was in play. And now Vianney Kazan with her strong serve on the end line. Now a missed serve, and it's only 5-point advantage. I know I said that there is no way that Georgetown is going to lose that set, and I still stick to that. But I think 5-point advantage, it doesn't look the same as 11-point advantage. Force set to Hunter Keller, and now wrestle recycle. It's going to be a free ball for Pikeville, and it doesn't look good for Georgetown right now. And a great spike by Pikeville. Once again, it doesn't look good for on Georgetown's side right now. I don't know why we were waiting with timeout.
And this serve by Michaela Cook too long.
Yeah.
21-16 for Georgetown.
Yeah, now Georgetown Tigers can say thank you, a big thank you to the libero of Pikeville. Because it wasn't looking too good. We lost many points in one rotation. And now a good serve by Olivia Reckenwall is going to be a free ball for Georgetown. And a good pass, and what we're going to play is going to be set to the outside to Bella. Pikeville with a chance. There is speed saving the ball. Rivers to the right side, and it's an out, and another mistake on the right side for Pikeville. I don't know how many more.
And the next service error here from Georgetown.
Yeah, we are very lucky right now that Pikeville is helping us with these 2 errors. Talking about missed serve and missed spike. Cheyenne Martinez. Good serve received by Reese Speed. Olivia Reckenwald from the back row. Lucky defense. And now Hunter Keller, no chance for Pikeville to defend that ball. Now a kill for Lee Johnson. First one of the day.
And the kill here by Nina Hodges after a great swing down the line. Pikeville not able to defend this one, and it's going to be set point for Georgetown.
Fans are standing up, and there is a I thought there was a substitution. I was a little bit confusing. It's going to be Ivana Zarin on a serve,
And
Serbian
now
setter.
2 setters in the game for Georgetown.
We have Yannick Kazan on the outside.
And this swing, too long, point for Pikeville.
Yeah, we are going to stay in that rotation. It's a first rotation. Bala Hughes is on the right side. Julia Costa in the middle. On the left side, the setter, Yannick Kazan. So another thing, something unusual for us. A great out-of-system set to Bala Hughes. Another defense by Pikeville. Chance for the 20th point. Yep, it's going to be a block touch. Or out, actually. It's going to be two sets for Georgetown and 0 for Pikeville. And a pretty good performance by our team. I mean, maybe not. It was pretty good at the beginning, but then through the middle of the set, we kind of started slowing down, which is not a good thing. But still, we're winning the set, and that's the most important thing because we need these wins this season. And we are going to talk about it more right after the set, so we're going to be back in 3 minutes. See you in a moment.
And here we are in set 3.
Yeah, we are back. Georgetown 2, Pikeville 0, and I'm here with Elsie Newton, a setter from men's volleyball team, again joining me on the first set. Elsie, what are your thoughts about the game so far?
You know, I think the second set could have been finished a lot earlier than what it did. Tigers let Pikeville hang around a little bit, and they gained a little bit of momentum, but 2 aces to start off the game here in set 3.
Yeah, the same start as the first set, because Ivana Zarin also started with 2 aces in the first round, but again, Georgetown College was winning by 11 points, but then out of nowhere, because I thought that we were going to finish the set pretty quickly, out of nowhere they scored a few points in a row. It was only 4-point advantage. But again, I said that Georgetown is going to win that set, and I'm going to stick to that. And now a libero, number 6, Michaela Cook, on the service line with a float. Towards the wrist speed, and a great pass by her, but also Julia Costa-Severo roofed by number 12, Oksana Vucetic, Serbian middle.
And I feel like Pikeville has more energy on the sidelines. You know, they're celebrating after every point and making noise during the other team's serve.
Yeah, they definitely need this energy. And like they need some kind of like something that isn't gonna work for them the whole time, because they have their ups and downs. I was talking the whole time to Finn that their right side doesn't work today very well. Once again, I was looking at statistics. I'm going to take a look right now.
There were lead with the top spin.
There were only 7 kills on the right side, and it's a third set, but also 6 errors, and also 30 attempts. So that's not a good. That's not what you're looking for, especially if they had many transitions on the right side, and chances to come back in the second set. Now a setter / opposite Leigh Johnson with a float serve. It wasn't out.
And the roll ball scores. Bruce with the kill.
Yeah, that was a good roll shot. I'm wondering if she actually wanted to do that, because it seemed like she jumped a little bit too early.
Speed back to serve.
Still a good spike by her. Wrist speed. It's going to be an out. We should stay in this rotation for as long as possible, because that's our best one. And I talked to you about it when we played against Shawnee State. When we had our chance to win the first set, also with a wrist speed on the service line.
Strong float serve, passed well by Speed.
Returns to the right side.
Here comes Bruce.
Good pickup by our players. That was pretty weird, I think. I think that Emily Short, she slipped on the court, because, or either she dived too early for the ball.
Kazan back to serve, and tell me about Kazan hitting outside in the last game. What happened there?
Yeah, I was surprised, and I think that's like there are pros and cons of that, in my opinion. Especially, okay, the first thing is that we are not performing very well this season, right? We are still struggling with basics. I'm talking about like serving, about spiking, and like committing too many own mistakes. So like I know we are playing we are winning 2-0, but also we are playing a team that is not as strong as, for example, Campbellsville, that is first in our conference, right? So like, shouldn't we look for consistency this set instead of like, you know, playing different rotations that we are not going to play against Campbellsville? There's no way that our coach is going to play Vianney Kazan on the outside against Campbellsville or Lindsay Wilson. We're going to stick to our basics, right? We shouldn't do that, I think. But still, I mean, fun thing for her. She had 1 attempt, but
yeah.
But again, like that's not the right moment for that.
Rechtenwald back to serve. On the right side, good up by Rechtenwald. Speed to Mitchell, and just out of bounds, looking for hands.
Yeah, that was a really nice combination on Pikeville side. This back 1 set, lefty setter, also a pretty powerful spike, but also good defense by our team.
Cheyenne Martinez for the top spin. Here comes the middle tip and point. The Tigers finding success out of the middle any way they can. Hunter Keller's been one of the few consistent offensive players, as well as Rechtenwald and a few others in the front row. Carly McNeil back to serve for the Tigers. Bump set to the outside.
Out of system, great pick up.
Here comes Mitchell with the tip. And tipped right in the net.
Lee Johnson so far with 1 kill, 3 errors, and 14 attempts.
McNeil with that short
Wow,
serve
that
with
was
the
a
ace.
good serve by our team. But yeah, like if I was a coach, I was asked by Finn earlier, what would I do? Like I think I would put number 16, Lee Johnson, on a set. I would make her the only setter, and I would also switch number 11, Cheyenne Martinez, to opposite only, because she's doing pretty well offensively. But like, you know, like why you want to keep your, if she's switching from right side to setter, like why we want to keep our best scoring player as a setter? Because I don't think that Lee Johnson is a worse setter than her, but I think Lee Johnson is going to be more useful as a setter, right?
I believe so. And Tigers up 10-6 and forces a timeout for the Bears.
Yeah, you know, like keeping, I know that coach wants to keep 3 players in the front row, but still, like, you know, we don't have a good serve receive over there. Like we were struggling with this right side, struggling with the setting. So I think we should just like separate them two, like number 11, Cheyenne Martinez playing opposite, and then Lee Johnson playing setter. Let's stick to that. Let's try how is it gonna work. I'm pretty sure that it's going to be more efficient than the current rotation. But that's just my opinion.
McNeil back to serve. Out of system. Here comes the tip.
Time. Lee Johnson, and another time. No, I wanted to say she was picked up, but now she scored. But again, it was very lucky and out rather. So it's our defense error.
And it wasn't a great pass on the tip, but still that ball is, you know, they get to that ball. There's just a lack of hustle and effort on the Tigers' side right there to pick that one up.
Yeah, that should be perfectly passed ball. And it wasn't. And I think these are the basics that matter when we play better opponents.
Here comes Mitchell right through the block for the point. Ivani Zaran into the game, as well as McKenna Walker. Jump float.
Ivana Zarin already with 4 aces. And again, this lack of defense.
I feel like the Tigers are just sitting in the back row with their feet planted, and they're not willing to move and get to the ball and get under it to make a good pass. Yeah. That's what it seems like.
Yeah, because I think our positioning is pretty well. It's just about this like single movements that we should do, and we aren't.
That wasn't a difficult ball to get to. I think 1 or 2 steps, you know, she can better that ball.
And also, these are the basics that you expect.
Get past there by
That you expect from players on a collegiate level.
And Walker right into the net.
Yeah, was it a block or was it in the net?
Just in the net. It could have been a low set, but yeah, that one did not get over the tape.
9-11. And again, Michaela Cook on the service line.
Michaela Cook, one of the more consistent servers for the Bears so far today. Big set to Walker.
Picked up.
Good cover by Mitchell there. And here comes Reese for the down ball. That to the right side, way off the net, off the ceiling. And Mitchell puts it. Oh.
Not a good set, and it's going to be point for Georgetown. And I think that's what matters for Pikeville too, this lack of consistency.
Danny Bruce into the game, and Aaliyah O'Lee back to serve.
Yeah, U-Park is hitting this season 0.027. I marked it on the red on my stat sheet from the season.
And I thought that the Tigers had a bad hitting percentage.
No, I mean, yeah, Tigers have 120. We had 109.
And rolled right into the net by Gareth Bruce.
Yeah, but I think 0.027 as a team is not a good score.
And look at this. Here we are in set 3. Tigers only up 2.
Yeah. And that's not a good thing for our team also, that we are winning only 12-10 in the first set.
Lee Johnson with a good serve. Zareen to Bruce. Good swing there, and it's going to be a kill. Finally some life from the Tigers. And here comes their star middle, Hunter Keller. Speed back to serve. Out of system. And here comes a free ball opportunity here. I think Walker bumped into the setter on that one, but nonetheless, they get the point.
14-10 for Georgetown College now.
And even when they are scoring points, I'm looking at the bench for the Tigers, and there's just no energy. There's no life. They're not celebrating the points. It seems like they don't want to be here. Set to the McKenna Walker, and there's a kill right in the corner.
Yeah.
Good shot by McKenna Walker on that one.
Very good plays by Georgetown College, but also, like, you know, there is no energy on our bench side, but also I think that's not a high quality game. I'm talking about about the competition between these two teams and, like, you know, this hustle. I'm not saying that teams aren't hustling, they are, of course.
Zareen to Bruce.
But I think the amount of, like, own arrows, like aces, like hits into the net, like, I think there's too much of it, and that's why it's a little bit more quiet here.
Timeout Bears.
You know, like Georgetown is winning by 11 points, then we are winning by only 4 points, then it's a tie, then another time we are winning in few points in a row.
Yeah, hopefully the Tigers can come out of this timeout and, you know, put this set away. The last thing you want to do is what happened in set 2, where, you know, they kind of let the Bears come back and hang around a little bit. They have to, you know, keep their foot on the gas here and get this one over quick.
Again, Reese speed.
One of the Tigers' best rotations, as you said earlier. Let's see if they can capitalize. Here comes the middle kill right through the block.
Sana Vucetic with a kill.
And here comes Genesis Santiago Melendez for the serve. Out of Puerto Rico, trickles over the net.
Good pass by Hunter Keller.
Good high set to Bruce for the kill.
Now some energy explosion.
And here comes Kazan and Hodges into the game. Kazan has had that float serve working pretty well when she gets it in.
Yeah, she's very far from the end line, and that's why this float is so aggressive.
It's set by Oli and rolled right out of bounds by Hodges. Looking for the deep corner on that one. A little too deep.
Yeah, Gareth Bruce so far, 11 kills on 18 attempts.
Pretty solid outing for her. And a Dempsey back to serve for the Bears. Nice float serve. Kazan to the middle. It's Hunter Keller for the kill. And here come the Olivias. Mitchell in for the outside, and Rechtenwald back to serve. Nice float serve, and it's an ace. right at the libero.
Ace number 14.
Plenty of aces in this match today on both sides. Rechtenwald with the float. A little bit short on that one. And there's been a common theme of a missed serve right after the ace. That's one thing we've seen throughout the match today. Here comes the top spin. Good pass by Mitchell. And the setter dump for the kill. Yeah, it's down. Point Tigers. And ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know this, that is Casper's favorite play in the game.
Well, what can I say?
McNeil back to serve.
That's a good upset, but good passive block.
Rechtenwald to Hodges. And Nina with a
Team,
big
great
kill down the
spike.
line. Good swing by Hodges. Tigers seem to be handling business here in the third. McNeil back to serve. Oswell set to the outside. Little tight. Able to play it in. Here comes Hodges again. This time rolled. And it's going to be Point Tigers. Oh, no. Point Bears. They're going to call the net on the Tigers. Not sure who hit the net on that one, but... Oh. Outside the antenna.
to 21.
And the referee turning around, giving the crowd a warning. Kira Warrens with the ace serve. And the Bears are getting rowdy here in Alumni Gym. Gotta be a good feeling when somebody in the crowd yells free ball and you get an ace.
Yeah,
Back-to-back
two
aces at that.
Actually.
How about that for a free ball? Not so free after all, huh? Kira Warrens making the crowd look silly.
Yeah, that was definitely funny.
Back-to-back aces. Let's see if she can do it again. This time pass well. Here comes the middle. Tipped right in the net.
Yeah, and that's, again, the same thing as happened in the second set when we were winning by 11 points. Now only 4-point difference.
Maria Alves, the freshman, 5'9" out of Portugal.
Another
Getting
good
some
serve.
play here today. Set to Mitchell down the line, and it's going to be a point for the Tigers. Ivana Zarin back to serve. Good float serve, and it's going to be an ace.
Yeah, we didn't see too much effort in that reception.
And it feels like the Tigers have been in control of this whole set. But the Bears only 6 points down. Going to be a free ball. Let's see what the Tigers can do here. Walker in the corner for a point. And it's going to be set point.
And it's going to be a match point for Georgetown College. Ivana Zarin, maybe she's going to finish with an ace. Still pretty good serve.
Here comes the tip. Rechtenwald to Mitchell. And
And
then
it's a point. Georgetown with a 5th win this season, ladies and gentlemen. Great spike by Olivia Mitchell. And we
And-
can see smiles on our players' faces. Finally.
win number 5 for the Tigers, but you gotta feel like there was more to be done with that game. The Tigers could have won by more, and they honestly should have.
Yeah, definitely. It wasn't a perfect game for our team, but I also at this moment, I would not even focus about how this game looks like. I would focus on that we got a win that we needed. We really need wins right now. And again, I told it to Finn that at this point we can't. There are no excuses for us anymore. It's either you win or you lose. There is no like looking for connections, looking for consistency. No, you need to focus on winning only. So once again, good that we won this game 3-0 because we should. And I hope that the next time it's going to be the same thing. Because coming up, Georgetown College is going to be playing against University of the Cumberlands, and we won against them already. It's going to be an away game on October 18th at 6:30 p.m. And then next home game, October 27th at 6:30 p.m. against Thomas More University. So once again, thank you very much for being with us on YouTube. My name is Kacper Dobrowolski.
And I'm LC Newton. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.